Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on OrganiGram. This is another MJ play of mine, ticker OGI, and as you can see, you can purchase it here on Robinhood. I have some more in another brokerage as well. It's actually went down since I've bought mine, so my cost basis here is $3.45, but maybe it'll come back up. But this is engages in the production and sale of medical MJ, focuses on producing MJ for patients and adult recreational consumers. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Founded in 2010, $740 million market cap. And not too great a ratings on this one, 20%. You can take that for what it's worth. So they did have some earnings coming out today, and as you can see, this is dated earlier, a couple hours ago. Reported a wider loss to the fiscal second quarter as the company continued facing pandemic-related disruptions and staffing limitations at its facility as certain employees tested positive for the Rona. The Canada-based MJ producer Tuesday posted a loss of 66.3 million Canadian dollars, or 52.74 million US for the quarter ended February 28, compared with a loss of 6.83 million a year earlier. Net loss also widened because of the negative change in fair value of the derivative warrant liabilities, the company said. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Sees quarter three revenue improving from second quarter. And again, this is just dated today, a couple years ago. And feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. But they posted a wider loss and a 37% decline in net revenue. Kind of the same information that we just went over. OrganiGram reports second quarter fiscal 2021 results. They launched 62 stock keeping SKUs since July 2020 as part of a company's product portfolio revitalization, up 31 more SKUs expected to launch by the end of Q3 2021. So it's kind of a growing company. I just started buying this one just a while back, and I'm going to continue buying on the dip. Unfortunately, I missed this dip watching a couple other stocks, but Shred was the #1 searched brand for the Ontario MJ Store website for the last 5 consecutive months, and Edison was among the most searched brands in November 2020, January, and February 2021. So they got a lot of good products coming out. They're expanding, like I said, and this is just kind of one that I've been accumulating shares of. So, and I look to hope and do big and better things. These are slow movers. Again, I'm in these for the long run. So on April 1st, 2021, repaid all outstanding balances under the credit facility agreement for annual interest savings of $2.7 million and has current balance of $232 million in cash and short-term investments. On April 6, 2021, announced the acquisition of all issued and outstanding shares of the Edibles and Infusions Corporation, which positions in the company to earn near-term revenue and a growth platform for soft chews and largest edible category. So getting into quite a few edibles. Like I said, they're expanding their products, and I'm looking forward to seeing the growth in this particular company. Again, they're a leading licensed producer of MJ, and if you have this one, go ahead and leave it in the comments along with your cost basis. That would be interesting to know. And I just did a video on Freya yesterday. Their earnings were down in regards to sales were still up, but they decreased some of their prices to attract sales during the pandemic. They still had quite a few sales, but still everything was down. So, but I see Freya is back up today, so that's a good thing. MJ as a whole yesterday was down, I believe, in regards to Freya, but I see they're all back up today, so which is a good thing. But again, I'm long term on these. So why OrganiGram's Q2 results were so ugly after a dismal stock performance in 2020. OrganiGram Holdings has been on fire this year. The Canada MJ producer shares have soared more than 80% year to date coming into the week. OrganiGram stock even skyrocketed more than 350% at one point earlier this year. OrganiGram announced its second quarter results before the market opened on Tuesday. The MJ stock was slightly lower in early trading. Here are the highlights on the company's Q2 update. OrganiGram reported gross revenue in the second quarter of 19.2 million Canadian dollars, a 29% year-over-year decline. The consensus analyst estimate called for gross revenue of 19.6 million. Company's Q2 net revenue after excise taxes totaled 14.6 million, down 37% year-over-year. The MJ producer announced a net loss of Q2, $66.4 million in the prior year period. The company posted a much smaller net loss of $6.8 million. Behind the numbers, OrganiGram's acknowledged that the company's Q2 results were challenged by industry dynamics, the Rona, and staffing limitations at our facility. All three issues weighed on the company's financial performance. Q2 net revenue fell mainly because the company's much lower wholesale revenue and a lower average selling price. So kind of the same problem that we ran into with Freya. But got to do what you got to do to stay afloat in the pandemic, and we'll just wait it out and buy the dip, and it'll come back up. 2021, I feel, is going to be a great year, so we're going to blow 2020 away, and we're going to forget about 2020 here in 6 to 12 months. So OrganiGram's net revenue also slipped because of the Rona pandemic. Several employees tested positive for Rona, resulting in missed sales opportunities. In addition, some provinces reduced their inventory levels to Q2, which translated to fewer product orders. Looking ahead, Engels stated that the company is currently tracking to generate higher revenue in Q3 2021 as our new product portfolio continues to gain traction and we become better staffed to fulfill demand. However, OrganiGram remains cautious because of uncertainties related to the Rona. OrganiGram's recent acquisition of the Edibles and Infusions Corporation should boost the MJ Edibles revenue. Arguably, the most important thing to watch is the company over the long term through its partner or relationship with British American Tobacco. I think that's BTI. I believe I even did a video about that a while back. The tobacco giant recently bought a stake in OrganiGram. Engels said that the company is extremely excited about developing innovative and appealing products to consumers and collaborative with BAT, British American Tobacco. So need to watch the big tobacco, Philip Morris, British America, and I can't say the other big one, but need to watch all three of those as they're probably going to be doing more relationships with some of the smaller MJ companies. That's just me being optimistic. I've seen it happen once or twice, and look at Constellation Brands with CGC. They're all gonna try to collaborate in the future. That's just what I feel. So, and say what you want about Big Tobacco, they still give dividends. They're still good stocks. They're still growing, even though cigarette sales are going down. So they're all still growing and innovative and getting into other products. So OrganiGram Holdings revenue clocked in at $80.97 million, up 108.27 year to date. What's next? So this again goes over a loss, close at $2.77 with a heavy trading volume. The company reported April 6th that Agriflora and other owners agree to sell edibles business for $35 million to OrganiGram. So again, they're growing, they're edible, and we'll see what they do next. So, and this just kind of goes over some more information about Agriflora. Feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. And this just kind of goes over some more financials. Feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself, just for the sake of the time on the video. Again, you can find this on NASDAQ.com. Just kind of some of the same information that we went over there. So back to Reddit. Excuse me. So a lot of people are still watching OrganiGram. Like I said, I just started buying into this one and saw the potential in it, even though it has went down here. Like I said, I'm long term on these, so and so see, it did have a surge when British American Tobacco bought them. And over to StockTwits here. So if you have any OrganiGram, go ahead and leave that in the comments. And if there's any other MJ plays you want me to cover, put that in the comments as well. I'd be happy to take a look at those. And any other thoughts on OrganiGram? If you're long, I'm long on a lot of MJ plays. That's interesting. Mrs. shares plunged 10%. So not really much other new information in here already than what we've already went over. I love this name here, Wolf of Weed Street. 3:30, just no complaints here. But that's all that I have on OrganiGram, even though it wasn't too great. The stock is up for the day, so here's kind of a look of what it's done here over the month. Just been kind of on the downhill like some of the other ones, and the week has kind of been the same. Just been kind of a rough week, so if it takes another dip, I might buy in some more and lower my cost average a little bit, so we'll see. But that's all that I have for OrganiGram. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel and get the videos out to more people. And if you haven't hit the bell yet, go ahead and hit that so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.